Oh, 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 oh. Hey, this is Patrick here from Silver Wolf Gear Reviews and coming at you with a new video on what I think is one of the best gun belts out there. No, wait a minute, scratch that. Best belt out there for you to buy. All right, and it's actually under $100. It's under $70. It's actually under $60. I think it's $59.99, and it's made by Core Essentials. That is the company name. Now, I have been a loyal buyer from Core Essentials. Let me say the first belt I bought from them was about 5, 6, maybe even 7 years ago. On the first board I bought from them was a leather, what they called at the time EDC belt. They didn't even say gun belt at the time. They just said EDC belt. This is actually it. Now, again, I've had this thing for 6, 7 years, right? And their system that they still use today is a ratcheting system. Okay, so the belt slides in. And of course, I'm on camera, it's gonna be a pain. And you can hear it snapping. Okay, so this thing goes in like 1/4 inch or maybe even 1/8 inch increments that you can tighten or loosen this belt. So a couple great things that this is for. So let's say you're sitting down eating dinner and you eat a little bit too much and you feel a little bloated. Okay, so now what you want to do is you just push the button on the bottom here, and I can let it out a little bit or a little more if I eat too much. If I was a pig or gavoon, move it out a little bigger than that. There we go. All right, so I can make it bigger. So now I'm more comfortable when I'm sitting down. Also, if you're wearing a gun and you're wearing inside the waistband, okay, so now you need more room on your belt. Now with those other belts out there that have the holes, you have like 1 inch increments. Sometimes it's a little bit less, but it's mostly 1 inch between each hole. All right, now you put your handgun on, you're inside the waistband and you're trying to adjust your belt. And what ends up happening is you're like right in between one of the holes where it's comfortable. So now you have to pull it a little tighter, choking yourself, down below, and it's not comfortable and you're feeling uncomfortable and you end up not wearing it. These belts solve that problem because then you can just go in just a little bit more, a little bit less, whatever it is to fit. All right, that was, again, the first belt I bought from them. This was a leather belt before they called it a gun belt. All right, now their leather belts are even a little bit more stiffer than this one. This one has had many years of use. It still looks pretty good. I still wear this when I go out to like a wedding or I'm getting dressed up. I wear that belt because I don't have a good leather belt that's fancy like that anymore because I only stay with their belts because I like them. All right, this is one of their newest versions. Okay, now this is one of the canvas belts or whatever you want to call it, nylon belts. There you go, and it's black camo with some green on there, different kind of belt buckle. This is one of the X belt buckles. Like it's like an X5 or an X7 belt. Same concept. Okay. Now they have another buckle now that's even just a little bit smaller for people who carry appendix, so it gives you more space to put your clip on. All right, they give you also these little loops. All right, the one I originally got years ago when I bought mine had Velcro loop on it and used to put it on. And what this does is, so when you put the belt on, you slide this in first in your pants, and then as the belt comes around and you go to connect it, it's an extra spot to put the tongue of the belt on, so it holds it closer into your body. Great thing. When I originally bought it, they gave me the Velcro one. The Velcro used to come off on me all the time. I eventually lost it. I don't even know where it went, but I lost it. But these are much better because now it stays on the belt. You just got to put it on the beginning and put your belt on. They have another option too for those people who carry. All right, this is what they call belt saver. So I haven't had this problem, and I'm going to show you. All right, so yes, I have one of the older belts that I bought. This is a black one. All right. Now, you can see it's starting to fray a little bit here. This belt's probably about 4 years old. So $60 in 4 years, being beat up every day, and it still looks this good. You got to give it to them. Belt buckle's getting a little chewy, for me banging things on it. It's got a couple scratches on there, but it's still holding up just fine. Okay, so if I were to wear my gun on here, I'm going to put it through my pants and then put this towards the front or on the side. So if I'm wearing side carry or appendix. So now, let me take my holster. This is my holster from Gun Trap Holsters. Great company. This saves the belt. so you're not fraying the belt or something chewing on the belt itself. Great idea that they have. Right? I don't think that comes with it. I think you got to pay an extra buck or two for that. But I think it's great. Okay, they give you that option. Sorry, they're showing you my gut, folks. All right, so again, this was the original one, all right, that I bought. Everything still works on it. There you go. Now, when you originally get these, they're going to come at a size, but I just lost the camera. Sorry, folks. They're going to come at a size that's like 50-inch long belts. Okay, so if you're not that close to that waist size, you have to cut it down. So get yourself a good pair of scissors, and you're going to cut. You'll see the numbers on here that gives you your waist size. So whatever your waist is, like mine's a 36 waist most of the time, you're going to add at least 4 to 6 inches on top of that. So if I'm 36, I'm going to cut at least the 40 mark. Okay, I particularly on this belt, I cut at 42. I want to have a little extra. So if I ever do carry inside the waistband, which I rarely do, I usually carry outside the waistband, I have that extra space if I need it. So I'm not like up to the end of the buckle. You know, I like to leave a little extra space in there, and that's where these things come in handy, because that helps keep that extra tongue part tucked in. So you're going to cut the belt. This is what it looks like. I'll show you that. When you cut it, that's a little piece of it that I cut off. Remember, cut less first, all right? So don't take the big chunk off in one shot. Cut a little bit off, try it on. Cut a little bit more off, try it on, because once you cut too far, you're screwed, all right? So cut a little bit off. Now, once you get to the spot that you want, that's good on you, fit, it looks great, take a lighter and burn the edge of this, right, on your belt itself, not on the piece you're throwing out. You're gonna burn the edge just to get the threads off and everything, and this way it's not or friendly on you. Okay, so again, the company is Core Essentials, and I've been a customer for 5, 6, 7 years that I've been purchasing from them. In fact, I like the belt so much that when my son moved to the free state of Arizona, you know, and he was first starting to carry his EDC and you know, being a carry person, one of the things I bought for him for his birthday, that I bought for his birthday, was a Core Essentials belt, right? Because that's how much I highly think of the company's belt. I bought it for him for his birthday, and it cost me $60. And matter of fact, I think I bought it for him, and I bought me another buckle at the time, just to have an extra buckle. And he loves it. And now my son's a big boy, all right? And he's not a boy, he's 31 years old. But he's a big guy, and I don't mean in a bad way, he's just a lot more bulkier. So his waistline's bigger. So to actually have some that have bigger waist than what this is cut up to, so I think, I don't know the number it goes up to, I don't remember when I ordered it for him, but I got the extra long one, and this way he was able to cut down to the size he needed. So check that if you're a bigger guy. You know, they do have it for bigger guys out there. You know, just watch where you're clicking on there, and it'll say extra long, whatever it is, you know, so they got you covered there, which I think is fantastic, and he loves it. And again, I wear these belts for everything. You know, I cut the lawn, I got one of these belts on. You know, even if I'm not carrying, I got one of these belts on. When I go to work, I carry. You know, I got my gun, you know, put away. I'm still wearing the belt. You know, I wear it for everything, around the house, going out, whatever the case is, I'm always wearing the belt. So I suggest buy them. They're around 50, 60 bucks, well, $60 with the buckle. That's your best bet. Great company. Again, Core Essentials. Look them up online, and you can say Silver Wolf Gear Reviews sent you. You know, I don't have a discount code for you. I'm sorry, but hey, you know, you can't go wrong with these belts. Highly recommend. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. That's the only way to get around these YouTube algorithms. And I'll see you next time on the Silver Wolf Gear Reviews. Thank you.